All right, so look, man. The 4th of July, Independence Day for America, right? And for the people that celebrate it, the tradition goes you go see the fireworks at night, maybe even light up some fireworks your own, especially if you have kids or something like that. And for the younger people, late teens, 20s, maybe even early 30s, the 4th of July is basically a time to party and get free food because you know somebody cooking on the grill. But personally, myself, on the 4th of July, I'm definitely at home in my house. I'm good. The 4th of July is like the purge to me. That's basically the purge. People drunk driving everywhere, shooting their guns in the air to celebrate the 4th of July like idiots. It just sounds like a recipe for disaster. But out in Fort Worth, Texas, shout out to everybody in Fort Worth, Texas. If you in the DFW listening to this right now, hit the like button. Shout out to y'all. But on July 3rd, just hours before July 4th, so obviously these people were out celebrating, 17 people were shot in Fort Worth, Texas. 3 separate shootings, but they all happened in the same night. 17 people. And that resulted in 3 deaths, unfortunately. And I'm going to skim through this ABC article for y'all real quick. 11 was shot at a neighborhood festival, and 2 separate fights in Fort Worth escalated into shootings as well. Fort Worth police said officers responded at approximately 10:12 p.m. on July 3rd to a private residence in the 2100 block of Christine Avenue, and that was for a shooting call. When officers got to the scene, they found 3 men who had been shot. Officers were told a fight between a large group of people escalated, and at least 2 people started shooting guns. The 3 victims at the scene were shot in the back, the head, and the thigh. All 3 was transported to John Peter Smith Hospital, and they were treated for non-life-threatening injuries. So that was one of the shootings that night. Another scenario, July 3rd, Fort Worth police was called to a 4000 block on Knott Street. When officers arrived, they found a man and a woman had been shot. The victims told the police they were in a vehicle at Christine Avenue and was struck by gunfire. The woman shot in the ankle, and the man received injury to his hand. That suspect was detained, and the gang unit is investigating the situation. Now, this last and third incident here, 3 people actually died, so I want to say rest in peace to them. Now, 11 people were shot, 3 killed, and 8 injured in a Como neighborhood. I hope I pronounced that right. If you in Fort Worth, let me know if I pronounced that right. In the Como neighborhood at 11:40 p.m. on July 3rd, hours after the end of its annual Como Fest. Police said multiple shooting victims were in the parking lot, and when they arrived, it is believed that 10 of the victims are adults and 1 is a juvenile. No one has been arrested at this time. This is the second shooting that happened shortly at the Como Fest. And of course, that one resulted from a fight as well. And that brings me back to the beginning of this video. That's exactly why I just stay in the house. The 4th of July, if it's not like some formal event, do not invite me, bro. I'm not going. Everybody drunk, off drugs, emotions all over the place, people shooting guns for no reason at all, while being intoxicated, people that's looking for a come up, knowing that this is a night where a lot of people are intoxicated. So what you think they gonna do? They out here about to try to hit a lick. And it doesn't even matter if you're responsible. You could go out on the 4th of July, don't even have a drink at all, call you an Uber, but all it takes is for somebody else that was drunk as hell to ram into your Uber, and now you in heaven. The 4th of July just got bad juju written all over it, man. It kind of gives me the same feel as Halloween. Those 2 days, sad to say, but I know when I wake up the next morning, if God grants me that blessing, of course, let me not get too cocky here. But in the morning when I wake up, I already know when I look at my phone, I'm going to see something about somebody dying or being shot. You know what? Add Memorial Day weekend to that as well. On those 3 days, I know when it's time for me to go in the house. Nonetheless, speedy recovery for those who were injured. Rest in peace to the 3 victims who lost their lives. And y'all be safe out here, man. It's 2023. These niggas crazy. But that's it for this video. What's your thoughts on it? Catch y'all on the next one. I'm gone.